Oh? When I say love yourself, I do not speak of mere vanity or self-indulgence. No, I speak of something far more profound, far more transformative. I speak of recognizing and embracing the divine nature that resides within you. For you are in essence God made manifest. Let us begin by understanding a fundamental truth. The world you see around you, with all its wonders and challenges, is but an outward picture of your inner assumptions. Your concept of self, your love or lack thereof for your own being, is the cause of all that you experience in this so-called objective world. Imagine, if you will, a vast and beautiful garden. This garden is your life, your experiences, your relationships, your achievements. Now, who is the gardener of this magnificent creation? It is none other than you, my dear friend. You are the master gardener of your reality, and the seeds you plant are your thoughts, your beliefs, and most importantly, your concept of self. If you plant seeds of self-doubt, of unworthiness, of self-loathing, what do you suppose will grow in this garden of yours? Weeds of disappointment, thorny bushes of failed relationships, withered flowers of unfulfilled dreams. But oh, when you plant seeds of self-love, of divine recognition, of unwavering faith in your own godly nature, then, my friends, then you shall see your garden bloom with unimaginable beauty. Now, you might ask, but Neville, how can I love myself when I see so many flaws, so many mistakes in my past? To this, I say, your past, your perceived flaws, your so-called mistakes, these are but shadows cast by your limited understanding of your true self. They have no power over you, except that which you grant them through your belief. Remember, you are not bound by your history. You are not defined by your past actions or inactions. You are, in each and every moment, born anew. The you that exists now is a fresh canvas, ready to be painted with the vibrant colors of self-love and divine recognition. Let me share with you a powerful technique to begin this journey of self-love. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself standing before a mirror. Look into your own eyes in this imaginal scene. What do you see? Do you see a limited, flawed human being? Or do you see the spark of divinity, the very essence of God looking back at you? I urge you, my dear friends, to practice this exercise daily. Look into that mirror of your imagination and declare with all the conviction of your soul, I am love incarnate. I am the very essence of divine perfection. I am worthy of all the good that life has to offer. As you do this, you may feel resistance. Old beliefs, old patterns of thought might rear their ugly heads. Do not fight them. Simply observe them, acknowledge them, and then gently but firmly replace them with your new, empowering vision of self. Remember, the subconscious mind, that faithful servant, does not discriminate between what you perceive as real and what you vividly imagine. By consistently presenting it with this new image of a loved and loving self, you are planting seeds that will inevitably grow into a growth that gladly. Now let us delve deeper into this concept of self-love. Many of you might associate love with an outward expression, something you give to others or receive from them. But I tell you this, all love begins within. You cannot truly love another until you have learned to love yourself fully and completely. Think of it this way, you are a vessel, a channel through which the divine love of the universe flows. If this vessel is clogged with self-doubt, self-criticism, and self-loathing, how can the pure love of the divine flow through you unimpeded? It cannot. But when you clear away these blockages through the practice of self-love, you become a clear and open channel, radiating love not only to yourself, but to all around you. This, my friends, is the true power of self-love. It is not selfish. It is not narcissistic. It is, in fact, the most selfless act you can perform. For in loving yourself, you raise your vibration, you elevate your consciousness, and in doing so, you lift up the entire world around you. Let me share with you another powerful technique to cultivate this self-love. I call it the I am meditation. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and begin to breathe deeply and slowly. With each breath, feel yourself relaxing more and more. Now begin to repeat silently to yourself, I am love. I am worthy. I am divine. Feel the power of these words resonating through every cell of your body. Let them sink deep into your subconscious mind. As you do this, you may notice thoughts arising that contradict these affirmations, old beliefs trying to assert themselves. Do not fight them. Simply observe them, thank them for their input, and gently return to your I am statements. Practice this meditation for at least 10 minutes each day. As you do, you will begin to notice a shift in your perception of yourself. The voice of self-criticism will grow quieter, while the voice of self-love will grow stronger and clearer. Now, my dear friends, I want you to understand something of vital importance. This journey of self-love is not always easy. It is not a straight path from self-loathing to self-adoration. There will be days when you falter, when old patterns reassert themselves, when you find it difficult to look in that mirror and see the divine being that you truly are. In these moments, I urge you to be gentle with yourself. Remember, even these moments of doubt are part of your journey. There are opportunities for you to practice self-love in its most profound form, loving yourself even when you feel unlovable. In fact, let us explore this concept further. Imagine, if you will, that you are a parent and your child comes to you feeling sad, feeling unworthy. Would you berate this child? Would you agree with their negative self-assessment? Of course not. You would hold them close, reassure them of their worth, remind them of their inherent lovability. Now, I tell you this, you must become this loving parent to yourself. In moments of self-doubt, of perceived failure, of sadness, you must hold yourself with the same tenderness, the same unconditional love that you would offer to a beloved child. This, my friends, is the true test of self-love. It is easy to love ourselves when everything is going well, when we are succeeding, when we feel on top of the world. But the real work, the transformative work, happens when we can love ourselves in our darkest moments, in our perceived failures, in our times of doubt and fear. Let me share with you a powerful affirmation for these challenging times. When you find yourself in a moment of self-doubt or self-criticism, pause, take a deep breath, and say to yourself, even in this moment, especially in this moment, I choose to love myself unconditionally. Feel the power of these words. Let them sink deep into your being. For in making this choice, in this conscious act of self-love in a moment of difficulty, you are rewiring your subconscious mind. You are teaching it a new pattern, a new response. You are, in essence, reprogramming your entire being to default to love rather than criticism. Now, let us explore another aspect of self-love that is often overlooked. Many of you may believe that to love yourself, you must first change yourself. You might think, I'll love myself when I lose weight, or I'll love myself when I get that promotion, or I'll love myself when I find the perfect partner. My dear friends, this is a trap, an illusion created by the limited human mind. For I tell you this, self-love is not conditional. It is not something to be earned or achieved. It is your birthright, your natural state of being. Think of a newborn baby. Does this baby need to achieve anything to be worthy of love? Does it need to prove its worth, to meet certain conditions? Of course not. The baby is loved simply for existing, for being. You, my dear friend, are no different. You are worthy of love, of your own love, simply because you exist. You are a unique expression of the divine, a miracle of creation. Your very existence is cause for celebration, for love. So I urge you, do not postpone your self-love. Do not make it conditional on future achievements or changes. Choose to love yourself now, exactly as you are. For it is this unconditional self-love that will fuel your growth, that will inspire positive changes, that will attract wonderful experiences into your life. Let me share with you a powerful visualization to help you embody this unconditional self-love. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by a warm golden light. This light represents pure, unconditional love. Feel it enveloping you, permeating every cell of your body. Now imagine this light originating from within you, from your heart center. See it growing brighter and brighter, expanding outward. Feel the warmth, the acceptance, the pure love that this light represents. As you bask in this golden glow of self-love, bring to mind aspects of yourself that you've struggled to accept. Perhaps it's a physical feature you've been critical of, or a personality trait you've tried to change. As each of these aspects comes to mind, see them bathed in this golden light of unconditional love and acceptance. Say to each part of yourself, I love you, I accept you. You are a perfect part of my whole being. Feel the relief. The release as you extend this unconditional love to all parts of yourself. Practice this visualization regularly, my friends, for in doing so, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with this truth of unconditional self-love. You are creating a new default setting for your being, one of acceptance, of celebration, of love for all that you are. Now let us address another crucial aspect of self-love, the love and acceptance of your own desires and dreams. Many of you may have been taught that it's selfish to want things for yourself, that it's more virtuous to put others' needs before your own. But I tell you this, honoring your own desires is a vital part of self-love. Your desires, my dear friends, are not random. They are not frivolous. They are, in fact, divine inspiration. They are the universe, God, the divine consciousness, whatever name you choose to give it, speaking through you, guiding you towards your highest expression of self. When you ignore your desires, when you push them aside in the name of false humility or misguided selflessness, you are not being virtuous. You are, in fact, denying the divine expression that seeks to manifest through you. So I urge you, embrace your desires, love them, honor them. For in doing so, you are loving and honoring the divine within you. You are saying to the universe, yes, I am ready to be all that I can be. I am ready to express the fullness of my divine nature. Let me share with you a powerful exercise to help you embrace and love your desires. Take a piece of paper and at the top, write, in a world where anything is possible, I desire then. Let your imagination soar. Write down everything your heart yearns for, no matter how grand or seemingly impossible. As you write, pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel excitement, joy, or do you feel guilt or unworthiness? If negative feelings arise, this is an opportunity to practice self-love. Remind yourself, my desires are valid. They are divine inspiration. I am worthy of all that I desire. Now look at your list. Choose one desire that resonates strongly with you. Close your eyes and imagine it as if it were already fulfilled. See it, feel it, taste it, smell it. Make it as real as possible in your imagination. As you do this, pay attention to how you feel. This feeling of joy, of fulfillment, this is your true self. This is you aligned with your divine nature. Love this feeling, embrace it. For in loving your desires, in allowing yourself to feel the joy of their fulfillment even in your imagination, you are loving your true self. My dear friends, understand this. The universe responds not to your words, not to your actions, but to your state of being. When you love yourself fully, when you embrace your desires without guilt or reservation, you are in a state of alignment with the abundance of the universe. From this state, miracles flow naturally and effortlessly. Now let us delve into another crucial aspect of self-love, the love and acceptance of your own power. Many of you have been taught to play small, to doubt your own capabilities, to look outside yourself for validation and approval. But I tell you this, true self-love requires that you embrace your own power, your own divinity. Remember, you are not merely a physical being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You are, in essence, God made manifest. The power that created the universe resides within you. When you deny your power, when you doubt your capabilities, you are not being humble. You are, in fact, denying the very essence of your being. You are saying to the divine within you, I do not trust you. I do not believe in you. So I urge you, my dear friends, embrace your power. Love it. Honor it. For in doing so, you are loving and honoring the divine within you. You are saying to the universe, yes, I am ready to be the powerful divine being that I truly am. Let me share with you a powerful affirmation to help you embrace and love your mirror. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and declare with all the conviction of your soul, I am powerful beyond measure. The same power that created the universe flows through me. I am capable of creating miracles in my life. As you say these words, pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel a surge of energy, a sense of excitement? Or do you feel doubt, disbelief? If negative feelings arise, this is another opportunity to practice self-love. Remind yourself, these doubts are not my true self. They are old programming, old beliefs that no longer serve me. I choose to love and embrace my power. Practice this affirmation daily, my friends. For in doing so, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with this truth of your own divine power. You are creating a new default setting for your being, one of confidence, of capability, of alignment with your true powerful self. Now let us address a common obstacle on the path to self-love, the habit of comparison. Many of you may find yourselves constantly comparing your lives, your achievements, your appearances to those of others. This habit of comparison is a thief of joy, a barrier to true self-love. Remember this, my dear friends, your journey is unique. Your path is yours alone. The divine expresses itself through you in a way that is entirely unique and perfect for you. When you compare yourself to others, you are denying the perfection of your own divine expression. Instead of comparison, I urge you to practice appreciation. Appreciate the unique way in which the divine expresses itself through you. Appreciate your strengths, your quirks, your so-called flaws, for all of these are part of the magnificent, one-of-a-kind creation that you are. Let me share with you a powerful exercise to help you shift from comparison to appreciation. Take a piece of paper and divide it into 2 columns. In the first column, write down all the things about yourself that you typically compare to others. It might be your appearance, your achievements, your relationships. Now, in the second column, next to each item, write an appreciation. For example, if you wrote my body in the first column, your appreciation might be, I appreciate my body for its strength and resilience. It carries me through each day, allowing me to experience the wonders of life. Do this for each item on your list. As you write these appreciations, feel the shift in your energy. Feel how much lighter, how much more loving you feel towards yourself when you focus on appreciation rather than comparison. Practice this exercise regularly, my friends. For in doing so, you are training your mind to default to appreciation rather than comparison. You are cultivating a deep, abiding love for all aspects of yourself. Now let us explore another vital aspect of self-love, the love and acceptance of your own emotions. Many of you may have been taught to suppress certain emotions, to judge them as good or bad. But I tell you this, all of your emotions are valid. They are all part of the human experience, part of the magnificent spectrum of your being. When you judge your emotions, when you try to push away the ones you deem negative, you are rejecting a part of yourself. You are saying to a part of your being, you are not welcome here. You are not worthy of love. True self-love requires that you embrace all of your emotions, the joy and the sorrow, the excitement and the fear, the love and the anger. All of these are part of your human experience. All are worthy of your love and acceptance. Let me share with you a powerful practice to help you love and accept all of your emotions. I call it the emotional welcome mat exercise. Imagine that you have a welcome mat at the doorway of your being. When an emotion arises, no matter what it is, imagine welcoming it in. Say to the emotion, welcome. I see you. I feel you. You are a valid part of my experience. Resist the urge to judge the emotion or try to change it. Simply allow it to be, to move through you. As you practice this, you may notice that emotions move through you more quickly when you don't resist them. You may find that even the most challenging emotions become easier to bear when you meet them with love and acceptance. This, my dear friends, is true emotional maturity. It is not the absence of so-called negative emotions, but the ability to embrace all emotions with love and equanimity. This is a profound form of self-love, one that will transform your entire experience of life. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to address one final crucial aspect of self-love, the love and acceptance of your own journey. Many of you may be impatient with yourselves, frustrated with what you perceive as slow progress or setbacks on your path of growth and self-improvement. But I tell you this, your journey with all its twists and turns, its peaks and valleys is perfect. It is exactly what you need for your soul's growth, for your evolution into the fullest expression of your divine self. When you judge your journey, when you berate yourself for perceived failures or lack of progress, you are denying the wisdom of the divine plan unfolding in your life. You are saying to the universe, I know better than you. Your plan is not good enough. Instead, I urge you to love your journey. Embrace every step of it, even the challenging ones. For it is often in the darkest times that we grow the most, that we discover strengths we never knew we had. Let me share with you a powerful visualization to help you love and accept your journey. Close your eyes and imagine your life journey as a beautiful winding river. See it flowing through various landscapes, sometimes through lush green valleys, sometimes through challenging rocky terrains. Now, see yourself as a boat on this river. Notice how you navigate both the calm waters and the rapids with equal grace. Feel the excitement of the journey, the growth that comes with each new bend in the river. As you visualize this, say to yourself, I love and accept every part of my journey. I trust in the perfect unfolding of my life. I am exactly where I need to be at this moment. Practice this visualization regularly, my friends. For in doing so, you are cultivating a deep love and acceptance for your entire life journey. You are aligning yourself with the divine plan unfolding in your life. In conclusion, my dear friends, remember this. Loving yourself is not a destination. It is not something you achieve once and then are done with. It is an ongoing practice, a moment-by-moment choice. Choose in each moment to see yourself through the eyes of love. Choose to speak to yourself with kindness and compassion. Choose to honor your desires, to embrace your power, to accept your emotions, to love your journey. As you do this, you will find that your entire experience of life transforms. The world around you will seem to change, to become more loving, more abundant, more joyful. But remember, it is not the world that has changed, it is you. You have aligned yourself with the truth of your being, with the love that is your true nature. And from this place of self-love, of alignment with your divine nature, you become a beacon of light in the world. You radiate love effortlessly, touching all those around you with your presence. This, my friends, is your true purpose. This is why you are here, to remember your divine nature, to love yourself fully and completely, and in doing so, to uplift the entire world. Go forth, my dear ones, and love yourselves fiercely, unconditionally, unwaveringly, for in doing so, you are loving the divine itself. You are fulfilling your highest purpose. You are being who you truly are. And always remember, you are loved. You are loving. You are lovable. You are in your very essence, love itself. Thank you, my dear friends, for your attention, for your openness, for your willingness to embrace this profound truth of self-love. May you go forth from here radiant with the light of your own love, blessing the world with your presence. For you are, each and every one of you, a miracle of creation, a unique and perfect expression of the divine. Love yourselves, my dear ones. Love yourself with all your heart, all your soul, all your being. For in doing so, you are loving God itself.
Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, seemingly infinite chasm. Your heart races, palms sweat, and every instinct screams to retreat. Yet something within you whispers you can fly. This, dear friends, is the precipice of unlimited confidence. Have you ever wondered why some individuals soar effortlessly through life, while others remain tethered to the ground? The answer lies not in external circumstances, but in the realm of consciousness itself. You see, the limitations we perceive are nothing more than illusions, self-imposed barriers. Consider for a moment the nature of reality. What we perceive as the real world is merely a projection of our consciousness. Every experience, every interaction, every obstacle we face is filtered through the lens of our beliefs and expectations. And herein lies the key to unlocking unlimited confidence. The realization that we are the architects of our own reality. But how can this be? How can we possibly shape the world around us through mere thought? The truth is, we do it every moment of every day, often without even realizing it. Our beliefs about ourselves and the world create a self-fulfilling prophecy manifesting in our external experiences. Think back to a time when you felt utterly confident, when success seemed inevitable. Perhaps it was a job interview, a sports competition, or a personal challenge. In those moments, didn't the world seem to bend to your will? Opportunities appeared as if by magic. Obstacles melted away. And you moved through life with an effortless grace. Now contrast that with times when doubt clouded your mind, when fear held you in its icy grip. The same challenges that once seemed surmountable now loomed like insurmountable mountains. The world appeared hostile, conspiring against your every move. But what really changed? Only your perception, your inner state of being. This is the grand illusion. The belief that our limitations are fixed, immutable facts of existence. But I tell you now, with absolute certainty, that these limitations are as fragile as soap bubbles, ready to pop at the slightest touch of awareness. To break free from these self-imposed barriers, we must first recognize them for what they are. Thoughts, nothing more. They have no power over us except that which we grant them. And just as we have the power to create these limitations, close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the air flowing in and out of your lungs. Now become aware of your thoughts. Watch them as they drift across the screen of your mind. Notice how they come and go. Clouds in the sky. You are not these thoughts. You are the awareness behind them, the infinite consciousness that observes without judgment. In the state of pure awareness, there are no limitations. There is only infinite potential waiting to be expressed through you. This is your true nature, your birth. The confidence you seek is not something to be acquired, but rather uncovered like a treasure buried beneath years of conditioning and false beliefs. Said, how do we maintain this state of limitless potential in the face of life's challenges? The key lies in understanding the nature of time itself. Past and future exist only in our minds. The present moment is all there is. By anchoring ourselves in the eternal now, we free ourselves from the weight of past failures and future anxieties. Imagine for a moment that your desired reality, a reality in which you possess unlimited confidence, he already exists. It's not something to be achieved in the future, but a present fact. How would you move through the world if this were true? How would you speak, act, and think? This is not mere pretending or fake it till you make it. It is aligning yourself with the truth of your being, stepping into the role that is already yours. As you begin to embody this state of unlimited confidence, you'll notice a shift in your external world. People will respond to you differently. Opportunities will present themselves more frequently. Challenges that once seemed daunting will become exciting adventures. This is not coincidence or luck. It is the natural result of aligning your inner state with the infinite potential of the universe. This path is not for the faint of heart. It requires unwavering commitment and a willingness to face your deepest fears. For as you step into your true power, everything that is unlike it will rise to the surface to be released. Old patterns of thought, limiting beliefs, and fears of inadequacy will clamor for your attention. This is not a sign of failure, but of progress. Welcome these shadows as they emerge, for they are the very barriers you must transmute to claim your birthright of unlimited confidence. Remember, the world you see is a reflection of your inner state. If you want to change your external reality, you must first change your inner reality. This is not a matter of positive thinking or affirmations, though these can be useful tools. It is about fundamentally shifting your perception of who you are and what you're capable of. Consider the great achievers throughout history. The inventors, the artists, the leaders who shaped the course of human events. What set them apart was not some innate talent or favorable circumstance. It was the unshakable belief in their own potential, their refusal to accept the limitations imposed by society or conventional wisdom. You have the same power within you. The only difference between you and these giants of history is your level of awareness. They tapped into the infinite wellspring of confidence that resides within all of us. And now it's your turn to drink from that same source. As you move through your day, I challenge you to catch yourself in moments of self-doubt or limitation. When you hear that inner voice saying, I can't or it's not possible, pause. Take a deep breath. Remember who you truly are. An infinite being of limitless potential. Then, from this place of power, choose again. Choose to see the situation through the eyes of your highest self, the self that knows no boundaries. This practice may feel uncomfortable at first. You may feel like an imposter, as if you're deceiving yourself or others. But I assure you, the only deception is the belief in your limitations. As you persist in this practice, you'll find that it becomes more natural, more authentic. You're not becoming someone new. You're simply allowing your true self to emerge. Unlimited confidence is not about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about recognizing these emotions for what they are, temporary visitors in the vast expanse of your consciousness, and choosing to act from a place of power regardless. It's about knowing that you have within you everything you need to face any challenge, seize any opportunity, and create the life you desire. As we conclude this exploration of the illusion of limitation, I invite you to take a moment to reflect. How would your life change if you truly believed in your unlimited potential? What dreams would you pursue? What risks would you take? What impact could you have on the world? The answers to these questions are the first steps on your journey to unlimited confidence. Embrace them. Let them inspire you. And most importantly, let them guide your actions in the world. For it is through action, aligned with your highest vision of yourself, that you will shatter the illusion of limitation once and for all. Remember, the chasm of doubt and fear is an illusion. You don't need to build wings to fly across it. You only need to realize that you've been flying all along. Step forward with the confidence of one who knows their true nature and watch as the world transforms before your eyes. As we stand here, having shattered the illusion of limitation, a new vista opens before us. The landscape of infinite possibility stretches as far as the eye can see and beyond. But how do we navigate this boundless expanse? The answer lies in the most powerful tool at our disposal: imagination. Close your eyes for a moment. What do you see? The darkness behind your eyelids. Look closer. In that darkness, worlds are born. Universes unfold. Your imagination, that incredible faculty of mind, is the very forge of every great achievement in human history began as a thought, a vision in someone's mind. The pyramids, the light bulb, the internet, all were imagined before they were manifested. Your life, too, is shaped by the images you hold in your mind. Your current circumstances, your relationships, your successes and challenges, all are the outward pictures of your inner imaginings. But here's the crucial point. Most people use their imagination unconsciously, allowing their minds to be filled with images of lack, limitation, and fear. They replay past failures, project future disasters, and wonder why their lives seem stuck in patterns of struggle. They fail to realize that they are using the very power that could liberate them to further entrap themselves. The secret to harnessing the power of imagination lies in conscious, deliberate use. Instead of letting your mind wander aimlessly, direct it with purpose. Paint vivid pictures of the life you desire, the person you wish to become. Feel the emotions associated with having already achieved your goals. This is not mere daydreaming or wishful thinking. It is the active use of the creative power of the universe which flows through you. Think of your imagination as a film projector and your life as the screen. The images you project will inevitably appear in your experience. But here's the catch. The projector doesn't distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. It simply projects whatever film you feed it. So why not choose the most magnificent, inspiring images possible? Now, you might be thinking, but I've tried positive thinking before, and nothing changed. The difference here is not in the thinking, but in the feeling. Your imagination must be engaged, not just intellectually, but emotionally. When you imagine your desired state, you must feel it so vividly that your entire being responds as if it were already real. Let's try an experiment. Think of a lemon. See its bright yellow skin. Feel its waxy texture. Now imagine cutting it in half. Watch the juice run onto the cutting board. Bring the lemon to your nose and inhale its sharp. Now take a big bite of the lemon. What happened? Did you feel your mouth water? Did you perhaps even pucker your lips? Your body responded as if you had actually tasted a lemon, even though it was all in your imagination. This is the power we're tapping into. Your body, your subconscious mind, cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So, how do we apply this to cultivating unlimited confidence? Begin by crafting a detailed mental image of yourself as the confident, capable person you wish to be. See yourself walking with poise, speaking with authority, facing challenges with calm assurance. Feel the emotions associated with this state. The sense of ease, the quiet joy, the unwavering self-belief. But don't stop there. Imagination is not just about visual images. Engage all your senses. Hear the tone of your voice as you speak confidently. Feel the firm handshakes, the pats on the back. Smell the success. Taste the victory. The more sensory detail you can infuse into your imaginal acts. Now, here's where many people falter. They engage in these imaginative exercises for a few minutes, then return to their habitual patterns of thought. But remember, we're not trying to escape reality. We're creating a new one. To do this, you must live from the state of your fulfilled desire. Carry the feeling of unlimited confidence with you throughout your day. When faced with a challenge, Ask yourself, how would the confident version of me handle this? Then step into that role. Act as if you already possess the confidence you seek. This is not pretending or faking. It's aligning yourself with a higher truth, a fuller expression of who you really are. But what about when doubts creep in? When the old patterns of thought reassert themselves, this is where persistence becomes crucial. Treat these moments not as setbacks, but as opportunities to flex your imaginative muscles. Gently but firmly, redirect your thoughts to your desired state. Remember, you are training your mind, reprogramming deeply ingrained patterns. It takes time and consistent effort. One powerful technique is to create a mental sanctuary, a place in your imagination where you can retreat to reinforce your vision. This could be a beautiful garden, a mountaintop, or a luxurious room. The specifics don't matter as long as it's a place that feels safe and empowering to you. Visit this place regularly in your mind. Use it as a staging ground for your imaginative act. In this sanctuary, you might imagine meeting a future version of yourself, one who has already achieved unlimited confidence. What advice would they give you? How do they carry themselves? Absorb their energy, their assurance. Remember, this future self is not separate from you. It is you. As you practice these techniques, you'll begin to notice changes in your external world. People may respond to you differently. Opportunities may arise that seem to align perfectly with your goals. You might find yourself handling situations with an ease that surprises you. These are not coincidences. They are the natural result of your inner work manifesting in the outer world. But as you step into this new way of being, you may face resistance, both from within and without. Old habits of thought will try to reassert themselves. Well-meaning friends and family might question your new attitude. The world may seem to test your newfound confidence. Welcome these challenges. They're not obstacles, but opportunities to strengthen your resolve, to prove to yourself the power of your imagination. Remember, the world you experience is a reflection of your inner state. As you consistently hold the image and feeling of unlimited confidence, your outer world will have no choice but to reshape itself to match. This is not magic or wishful thinking. It is the operation of universe. Think of it this. Your imagination is like a garden. The thoughts and images you plant that will inevitably grow and bear fruit in your life. But like any garden, it requires tending. You must weed out the thoughts of doubt and limitation. You must water and nurture the seeds of confidence and success. And you must have patience, knowing that while the fruits of your labor may not be immediately visible, they are growing stronger every day. As we approach the end of this exploration of the power of imagination, I invite you to make a commitment to yourself. Pledge to dedicate time each day to consciously using your imagination to cultivate unlimited confidence. Whether it's 5 minutes or an hour, make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Treat it with the same importance you would any other vital task. Start your day by imagining yourself moving through your activities with unshakable confidence. End your day by revisiting your successes, no matter how small, and amplifying them in your mind. Throughout the day, catch yourself in moments of doubt or fear and consciously shift to your confident self-image. Remember, you are not creating something new. You are uncovering what has always been there beneath the layers of limiting beliefs and societal conditioning. The confident, capable, powerful you is not a fantasy. It is your true nature. Your imagination is simply the tool to bring it into full. Glorious. As we transition to our final exploration, carry with you this truth. Your imagination is the workshop where your life is crafted. Use it wisely, use it consistently, and watch as the seeds of unlimited confidence blossom into the full flower of a life lived without limits. As the power of imagination takes root in your consciousness, we arrive at the crux of our exploration. embodying unlimited confidence. This is where thought transforms into being, where the inner vision becomes outer reality. It's time to step fully into the role you've imagined for yourself. What does unlimited confidence look like in action? How does it move, speak, and interact with the world? These are not idle questions, for in answering them, you begin to shape your new reality. The law of assumption states that to attain your desires, you must assume the feeling of their fulfillment. In other words, to embody unlimited confidence, you must feel and act as if you already possess it. This might seem like a paradox at first. How can you act confident if you don't feel confident? But herein lies the transformative power of this principle. The act of assuming the state you desire brings it into being. Think of it as stepping into a role, much like an actor does. When a great actor takes on a part, they don't merely recite lines. They become the character, adopting their mannerisms, their way of thinking, their emotional responses. In the same way, you must become the confident version of yourself you've imagined. Start with your physical presence. How does a person with unlimited confidence carry themselves? Stand tall, shoulders back, chin up. Feel your feet firmly planted on the ground as if you're rooted to the earth. Take up space unapologetically. Your body language speaks volumes before you ever open your mouth. Now pay attention to your breath. Confidence is reflected in calm, steady breathing. Take deep, slow breaths from your diaphragm. Feel your chest expand with each inhalation, filling you with vitality and assurance. As you exhale, release any tension or doubt. Your voice is another powerful tool in embodying confidence. Speak clearly and deliberately. Lower the pitch of your voice slightly and speak from your chest rather than your throat. Pause between sentences, comfortable with moments of silence. Remember, confident people don't rush to fill every gap in conversation. But physical presence is only the beginning. True embodiment of unlimited confidence comes from aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with this state of being. This requires constant vigilance and practice. You must catch yourself in moments of doubt or insecurity and consciously shift back into your confident state. How would the most confident version of me handle this? Then act accordingly, especially if it feels uncomfortable at first. Remember, growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. One powerful technique for maintaining unwavering faith in your confident self is the use of I am statements. These are not mere affirmations, but declarations of your true nature. I am confident. I am capable. I am worthy. Repeat these to yourself throughout the day, not as something you hope to be, but statements of fact. As you embody this state of unlimited confidence, you'll find that your perception of the world shifts. Challenges become opportunities. Failures become lessons. The opinions of others lose their power over you. This is not because the world has changed, but because you have changed your relationship to it. But what about when doubt creeps in? When old patterns of thought threaten to undermine your newfound confidence? This is where the practice of self-observation becomes crucial. Watch your thoughts as if from a distance. Notice when negative self-talk arises, but don't engage with it. Simply observe it. Acknowledge it, and then gently redirect your focus to your confident state. Remember, confidence is not the absence of fear or doubt. It's the ability to act in spite of these feelings. In fact, feeling fear and doing it anyway is one of the most powerful ways to build genuine confidence. Each time you face a fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. As you move through your day, embody unlimited confidence. Pay attention to how others respond to you. You may notice people treating you with more respect, listening more attentively to your ideas, or seeking out your company. This is not because you become a different person, but because you're projecting a different energy into the world. However, be prepared for some resistance. As you step into your power, it may threaten those around you who are still trapped in their own limiting beliefs. Some may try to pull you back into old patterns of behavior. stand firm in your new state of being. Your confidence is not dependent on their approval. One of the most powerful ways to embody unlimited confidence is through action. Set ambitious goals for yourself and take bold steps towards achieving them. Each small success builds upon the last, treating a positive feedback loop of confidence and achievement. But what about when you fall short of your goals? This is where many people falter, allowing setbacks to erode their confidence. Instead, view these moments as opportunities for growth. Analyze what went wrong without judgment. Extract the lesson, adjust your approach, and try again. Remember, confidence is not about never failing. It's about knowing you can handle whatever comes your way. As you continue to embody unlimited confidence, you'll find that it becomes easier and more natural. What once required conscious effort now becomes second nature. You're not pretending to be confident anymore. This is the power of persistent assumption. It transforms your very being. But this transformation is not just for your own benefit. As you embody unlimited confidence, you become a beacon for others. Your presence inspires those around you to step into their own power. Without saying a word, you give others permission to be their best selves. Think about the ripple effect this can have. Your confidence empowers a friend to pursue their dreams. They, in turn, inspire others. Before long, you set in motion a chain reaction of empowerment and positive change. This is how individuals transform societies. As we near the end of our exploration, I want to emphasize a crucial point. Embodying unlimited confidence is not a destination, but a journey. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment choice to align with your highest self. There will be days when it feels effortless, and days when it requires every ounce of your will. Embrace both. They're all part of it. Remember, too, that true confidence is not about being better than others. It's about being the best version of yourself. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and living from that place of self-assurance. When you embody this state, you naturally lift others up rather than tearing them down. In your journey of embodying unlimited confidence, be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each time you choose confidence over doubt, each time you take a bold action, each time you speak your truth, you are reinforcing this new way of being. As we conclude, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Think back to where you were at the beginning of this exploration. Notice the shift in your energy, your perspective, your very being. This is just the beginning. From this moment forward, commit to living from a place of unlimited confidence. Let it infuse every aspect of your life, your relationships, your work, your dreams. Know that you have within you everything you need to face any challenge and seize any opportunity. Step into the world with your head held high, your heart open, and your spirit unshakable. You are no longer bound by the illusions of limitation. You have harnessed the power of your imagination. And now you embody the very essence of unlimited confidence. Go forth and create the life you've imagined. The world is waiting for the unique gifts only you can offer. And remember, in every moment, you have a choice to shrink back into old patterns or to stand tall in your newfound confidence. Choose wisely, choose boldly, choose confidence. Your journey of unlimited confidence starts now. Every step you take, every word you speak, every thought you think is an opportunity to reinforce this new way of being. Embrace it fully, live it wholeheartedly, and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. The power has always been within you. Now you know how to use it. Go forth with unlimited confidence and create the extraordinary life you were born to live.
Consider for a moment, who are these them that occupy your thoughts? Are they not merely actors in the grand play of your consciousness? Every person in your world is you pushed out, reflecting aspects of your own states of being, to truly focus on yourself.
is to take full responsibility for your reality. It's understanding that what you see in others is a reflection of what exists within you. As you change your inner world, your perception of the outer world transforms. Letting go is not about pushing away or denying. It's about shifting your focus from the external to the internal. It's recognizing that all power lies within you, not in the actions or opinions of others. Imagine your consciousness as a garden. Every thought, every feeling is a seed planted in this fertile soil. When you focus on others, their actions, their words, their perceived slights, you're planting seeds of dependency, of reactivity, of limitation. But when you focus on yourself, on your own growth, your own desires, your own divine nature, you plant seeds of empowerment, of creativity, of limitless potential. The act of letting go is not something you do once and it's done. It's a continuous choice, a moment-by-moment decision to return your focus to yourself, to your own state of being. As you practice this, you may find that situations and people that once triggered strong reactions in you begin to lose their power. This is not because they have changed, but because you have changed your relationship to them in your own consciousness. Remember, the outside world is dead. It has no power to affect you unless you give it life through your attention and belief. When you truly understand this, you'll see that there's nothing to let go of because there was never anything outside of you to hold on to in the first place. This understanding liberates you from the need for closure, for explanations, for apologies from others. You realize that true closure comes from within, from your decision to close the chapter in your own mind. As you focus on yourself, you may find old patterns and habits rising to the surface. Welcome these as opportunities for growth and transformation. Each trigger, each uncomfortable emotion is a signpost, guiding you to areas within yourself that are calling for your loving attention. This process of self-focus is not selfish. In fact, it's the most selfless thing you can do. For as you elevate your own consciousness, you automatically elevate the consciousness of the entire world. Remember, everyone in your world is you pushed out. As you transform, your world transforms with you. Letting go and focusing on yourself doesn't mean you stop interacting with others or caring about them. It means you interact from a place of wholeness, of self-containment, rather than from a place of need or dependency. Imagine yourself as a sun, radiating light and warmth. A sun doesn't need anything from the planets that orbit it. It simply shines, and in its shining gives life and light to everything around it. This is how you can be when you truly focus on yourself and let go of attachments to others. As you practice this, you may find that your relationships actually improve. Because you're no longer coming from a place of need or expectation, you're free to love unconditionally, to give without demanding anything in return. This state of being is your natural state. It's who you truly are beneath the layers of conditioning and false beliefs. As you focus on yourself, you're really focusing on uncovering this true self, this divine aspect of you that is one with the creative power of the universe. Remember, every time you find yourself fixated on others, the actions, their words, their approval or disapproval, gently bring your focus back to yourself. Ask yourself, what state am I occupying right now? Is this the state I want to be in? If not, what state would I prefer? This simple practice, done consistently, has the power to transform your entire life. Because as you change your state, you change your world. Letting go is not about forcing yourself to forget or to stop caring. It's about shifting your point of power from the external to the internal. It's recognizing that all the love, all the approval, all the security you've been seeking from others has always been within you. As you focus on yourself, you may find that desires you once thought were crucial begin to fall away. This is natural. As you align more fully with your true self, your desires naturally come into harmony with your highest good. This process of letting go and focusing on yourself is really a process of remembering who you truly are. So return to your natural state of being, a state of wholeness, of creative power, of divine love. In this state, you no longer need to control or manipulate others or external circumstances. You simply are, and in your being, you naturally create a world that reflects your inner state of wholeness and abundance. As you continue this practice, you may find that synchronicities and coincidences begin to occur more frequently in your life. This is because as you focus on yourself and let go of attachments, you align more fully with the creative flow of the universe. Remember, the universe is not outside of you. It flows through you. It expresses itself as you. As you focus on yourself, you're really focusing on the universe expressing itself through you in its unique and perfect way. This understanding eliminates any need for comparison or competition. Each person is a unique expression of the divine, playing their perfect part in the cosmic dance. As you focus on yourself, you allow others the freedom to be themselves, without your judgments or expectations. Letting go and focusing on yourself also means letting go of past identities and limiting self-concepts. You're not defined by your history, your achievements, or your failures. You are the awareness in which all these experiences arise. As you shift your focus to this awareness, this unchanging, I am at the core of your being, you free yourself from the limitations of your personal history. You open yourself to infinite possibilities. This shift in focus from the temporary to the eternal, from the changing to the unchanging, is the essence of spiritual awakening. It's the recognition that you are not a limited, separate self struggling in a world of others, but the infinite awareness in which all experience arises. From this place of self-focus, manifestation becomes effortless. You no longer need to manipulate external circumstances to get what you want. You simply assume the state of having your desire fulfilled, and the outer world naturally reorganizes itself to match your inner state. This is the true meaning of seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things should be added unto you. The kingdom of heaven is not a place, but a state of consciousness. It's a state of knowing yourself as one with the creative power of the universe. As you focus on yourself in this way, letting go of attachments to others and to external circumstances, you may find that your entire perception of reality begins to shift. What once seemed solid and unchangeable now appears fluid and responsive to your consciousness. This shift in perception is the dawning true freedom. You realize that you are not bound by anything outside of you because there is nothing outside of you. All is within your consciousness, responsive to your state of being. Letting go, then, is not about releasing something external, but about releasing limiting beliefs and concepts within your own mind. It's about letting go of the idea that anything or anyone outside of you has the power to determine your state of being. As you focus on yourself, you may find that old wounds and traumas begin to surface. Welcome these as opportunities for healing and integration. Remember, you are not your wounds, your traumas, or your past experiences. You are the awareness in which these experiences arise. This understanding allows you to observe your experiences, even the painful ones, without becoming identified with them. You can acknowledge them, learn from them, and then let them go, returning your focus to your true self. The practice of self-focus and letting go is not about reaching a final destination. It's a continuous unfolding, a moment-by-moment choice to return to your true self, to your natural state of being. In this state, life becomes a joyful exploration rather than a struggle. You're no longer trying to get somewhere or become something. You're simply allowing the infinite potential within you to express itself in ever new and wonderful ways. Remember, every time you find yourself fixated on others or external circumstances, it's an opportunity to practice returning to yourself. It's a chance to ask, Who am I beneath these thoughts and feelings? What is the unchanging awareness that's witnessing all of this? As you consistently return to this place of self-focus, you may find that the drama and conflicts that once seemed so important begin to lose their charge. This is not because you become indifferent, but because you've touched something deeper and more real within yourself. Letting go and focusing on yourself also means letting go of the need to control outcomes. You realize that true power doesn't come from controlling external circumstances, but from controlling your own state of consciousness. This understanding brings with it a profound sense of peace. You no longer need to struggle against the world or try to force things to happen. You simply focus on maintaining the state of consciousness that aligns with your desires, trusting that the outer world will adjust itself accordingly. As you practice this, you may find that your desires themselves begin to change. As you let go of attachments to others and external circumstances, you become more attuned to your true desires, the desires that arise from your deepest self, not from social conditioning or the need for approval from others. This process of uncovering your true desires is part of focusing on yourself. It's about listening to your own inner voice rather than the voices of others or society at large. Remember, every desire is ultimately a desire for a state of being. When you focus on yourself, you realize that you have direct access to any state of being you desire, regardless of external circumstances. This realization is incredibly liberating. You no longer need to wait for something outside of you to change in order to feel the way you want to feel. You can choose your state of being right now in this moment. As you practice this, you may find that manifestation becomes almost instantaneous. Because you're no longer waiting for external circumstances to change before you assume the state of your wish fulfilled. You collapse time and bring your desires into the present moment. Letting go and focusing on yourself also means letting go of the need for validation or approval from others. You realize that the only approval that truly matters is your alignment with your own highest self. This doesn't mean you become inconsiderate of others. On the contrary, when you're no longer seeking approval or validation from others, you're free to interact with them from a place of genuine love and respect. As you focus on yourself in this way, you may find that your sense of identity begins to expand. You no longer define yourself by your roles, your relationships, or your achievements. You recognize yourself as the infinite awareness in which all of these arise. This expanded sense of self naturally leads to a greater sense of connection to all of life. As you let go of the limited, separate self, you open to the realization that all is one. Everyone and everything in your world is an expression of the same consciousness that you are. From this place of unity consciousness, letting go of attachments to others becomes natural and effortless. You realize that there's nothing to let go of because there's no separation in the first place. All is you, expressing itself in infinite variety. This understanding brings with it a profound sense of love and compassion, not the personal, needy love that seeks to get something from others, but the impersonal, all-encompassing love that is your true nature. As you focus on yourself and let go in this way, you may find that your entire life becomes a form of meditation. Every experience, every interaction becomes an opportunity to return to your true self, to the unchanging awareness at your core. Remember, this practice of self-focus and letting go is not about achieving a perfect state where you never think about others or get caught up in external circumstances. It's about developing the ability to continually return to yourself, to your center, no matter what's happening around you. This ability to return to yourself is your true power. It's what allows you to maintain your state of being regardless of external conditions. It's what makes you the creator of your reality rather than a victim of circumstances. As you cultivate this ability, you may find that life begins to flow more smoothly. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable now appear as opportunities for growth and self-realization. Conflicts with others dissolve as you no longer need them to be different for you to feel okay. Letting go and focusing on yourself also means letting go of the need to know everything, to have all the answers. You become comfortable with uncertainty, recognizing it as the field of all possibilities. This comfort with uncertainty opens you up to guidance from your higher self, your intuition. As you focus on yourself, you become more tuned to this inner guidance, trusting it even when it doesn't make logical sense. Remember, your logical mind is limited by past experiences and societal conditioning. Your intuition, on the other hand, is connected to the infinite wisdom of the universe. As you learn to trust and follow this guidance, you'll find yourself naturally aligned with the flow of life. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean you become self-absorbed or uncaring about others. Paradoxically, the more you focus on your true self, the infinite awareness at your core, the more you're able to be truly present with others. This presence is not based on need or attachment, but on the recognition of your shared essence. You're able to see beyond the surface personality to the divine being within each person you encounter. As you practice this, you may find that your relationships transform. They become based on mutual respect and appreciation rather than need or dependency. You're able to love others not for what they can give you, but for who they truly are. Letting go and focusing on yourself also means letting go of limiting beliefs about what's possible for you. As you connect more deeply with your true self, you realize that you are limited only by your own imagination and beliefs. This realization opens up infinite possibilities for your life. You're no longer bound by your past, by societal expectations, or by what others think is possible for you. You're free to create your life exactly as you desire it to be. Remember, the only limits that exist are those you accept in your own mind. As you focus on yourself and let go of these limiting beliefs, you open yourself to the infinite potential that is your birthright. This process of letting go and focusing on yourself is really a process of remembering your true nature. It's a return to the state of being that is natural to you, a state of wholeness, of creative power, of divine love. In this state, you no longer need to seek completion or fulfillment from others or from external circumstances. You recognize that you are already complete, already whole, already one with the source of all being. As you embody this truth, you may find that your entire life becomes an expression of joy and creativity. You no longer do things out of obligation or fear, but out of the sheer delight of expressing your true nature. Focusing on yourself in this way also means taking full responsibility for your life experience. You recognize that your outer world is a reflection of your inner state, and you no longer blame others or external circumstances for your experiences. This level of responsibility is incredibly empowering. It means that you have the power to change your life experience simply by changing your state of consciousness. You are no longer at the mercy of external conditions. Remember, every experience you have is an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. To remember your true nature as the infinite, creative consciousness that is the source of all that is. As you focus on yourself in this way, letting go of attachments and limiting beliefs, you may find that your entire life becomes a grand adventure. Each moment becomes an opportunity to express more of your true nature, to bring more of heaven to earth. This is the true purpose of your life, not to achieve some external goal or to gain approval from others, but to fully express the divine potential within you. As you focus on this, everything else falls into place naturally and effortlessly. Letting go and focusing on yourself is ultimately about aligning with the flow of life, with the creative power of the universe that expresses itself as you. It's about getting out of your own way and allowing this power to move through you and obstruct it. As you practice this, you may find that life becomes more magical, more synchronistic. Things seem to fall into place without effort. Opportunities arise seemingly out of nowhere. This is because you're no longer resisting the flow of life, but moving with it. Remember, the universe is not separate from you. It flows through you, it expresses itself as you. As you focus on yourself and let go of resistances, you allow this flow to move through you more fully, bringing with it all that you need for the full expression of your divine nature. This understanding eliminates any sense of lack or limitation. You recognize that as an expression of the infinite, you have access to all that the universe has to offer. Your only task is to align your consciousness with this truth. Focusing on yourself and letting go is not a selfish act. It's the most selfless thing you can do. Because as you elevate your own consciousness, you automatically elevate the consciousness of the entire world. Remember, everyone in your world is you pushed out. As you transform, your world transforms with you. This is how you can have the greatest impact on the world. Not by trying to change others or fix external conditions, but by focusing on your own state of being. By embodying the change you wish to see in the world. As you practice this, you may find that your sense of purpose becomes clearer. You recognize that your purpose is not something you need to find or achieve, but something you need to uncover by removing the layers of false beliefs and conditioned patterns that obscure your true nature. Your purpose is simply to be fully yourself, to express your divine essence in your unique way. As you focus on yourself and let go of attachments, you may find that your perception of time shifts. Past, present, and future collapse into the eternal now. And in this now, all things are possible. You realize that you don't need to wait for some future moment to be who you truly are or to have what you desire. You can embody your ideal state right now. This shift in perception eliminates the need for patience or waiting. You're no longer working towards some future goal, but fully embracing and expressing who you are in each moment. This is the state of living from the end, of experiencing your desire fulfilled now rather than hoping for it in some imagined future. Remember, every moment is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to choose who you want to be. As you focus on yourself and let go of old patterns and beliefs, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. You're no longer bound by your past or limited by others' expectations. You're free to create your life anew in each moment. Letting go and focusing on yourself is ultimately about coming home to who you truly are. It's about recognizing your divine nature and allowing it to express itself fully through you. As you do this, you naturally inspire others to do the same, not through preaching or trying to change them, but simply by being fully yourself. In conclusion, remember that you are the operant power in your reality. As you focus on yourself and let go of attachments to others and external circumstances, you align with your true power as a divine creator. From this place of alignment, all things are possible. You are limited only by your imagination and your willingness to let go of who you think you are to become who you truly are.